to episode 55 of Nute Plays Fallout 4. We are still up here on the Cridwin. I did a little test after saving. Yeah, that's shallow water down there. You can't jump down without power armor. But we've decided that since we are going to the Institute, we are just gonna zip-zap teleport right there. And I assume that whenever we bounce back out, that Piper will be waiting for us there. Boom! Here I am.
From what I hear, that rogue synth at Libertalia was a real menace. Glad it's back where it belongs.
Yeah, your approval fills me with shame. That's just my
Is it
motto.
true Food Supplement 77 has been
You were scheduled for maintenance duty in SRB last night.
That was my favorite one.
Anything you'd like to report?
Nothing to report, sir. I carried out my duties, as usual.
Dr. Ao saw you accessing a terminal. You know you are not permitted to access terminals in that section. Is Dr. Ao mistaken?
Yes. I mean, no, he's not. But I was only...
What is it? Were you or weren't you accessing a terminal in SRB?
I was, but I swear it's not what it sounds like. I was cleaning the terminal, and it switched on by mistake. I was just shutting it down.
Was that a stutter? Have you developed a defect, Unit? Maybe you need to be reset.
Sir, I assure you that won't be necessary. It won't happen again.
See that it doesn't. You don't want me to tell you twice. Now get back to your duties.
It must make you proud to see all that Father has done, all that he has built.
Oh, after she's just been chewed out for exhibiting free will? I feel terrible. Okay, I am going to look around and try and find a terminal that I can hack into. There's got to be something around here somewhere. None of these people have terminals in their rooms? What the hell? What's wrong with you people? I'm gonna go into Father's room and see what I can find. This isn't Father's room. Come on.
Honestly, what am I going to do with the day off?
I don't know. What do you usually do in your spare time?
Read test reports, compare data, work. What do you do?
Pretty much the same thing, I guess. Well, enjoy your day off.
You know, this is just... I'm gonna run around until I find a flippin' terminal. For God's sakes.
All systems nominal.
Unit X688 speaks highly of your combat skills.
Highly of you combat skills? X688 should learn to use the grammar thing. You know, there's always this pervasive urban legend that Washington, D.C. is laid out...
Have you seen
designed
J522 around? He didn't show up for duty today, and I can't seem to find him.
That Washington, D.C. is laid out the way it is so that in case it ever gets invaded, it would be near impossible for invaders to navigate it well. Alright, this is Father's room.
He's never just missed his shift like that.
Alright, we've loaded our holotape. Alright. Read urgent reply. Acknowledge me to the Advanced Systems Maintenance Room.
What are you saying?
Got it,
I'm
we're
worried
gonna go...
something might have happened to him. No one knows where
Hold
he
on.
is. It's like he just disappeared.
Okay.
It doesn't
I was
feel
just making sure that it didn't leave the holotape in there.
What figure you talking like this? They'll wipe you.
Advanced Systems...
I suggest you keep this to yourself.
Power demand jumped another 5% this year.
Okay, there's Advanced Systems. Now, Advanced Systems is, if I recall, where they make weapons and theoretically like new synths and stuff.
Do you think it's weird that I've never seen the surface?
Well, hey, kid,
Sean.
Oh, hi. You're new here, right? I've heard about you. No one new ever shows up around here. Do you like the Institute so far?
I think a better question is, do you like it here, Sean?
Oh, I think it's great. I learn new things every day, and Dr. Watson is always playing games with me. So you've been above ground. Is it really all this straight up there?
It could be worse, I suppose. Life goes on, like it always does.
Oh, okay. This one time, I modified a radio so I can listen to the broadcast from up there. I think it's called Diamond City. The music was neat, but I didn't understand a lot of what they were talking about. Hey, don't tell Dr. Watson I did that, okay? I might get in trouble. I should do my reading. Maybe we could talk some more some other time, okay?
Yeah. Why am I developing an attachment to the synth replica of my son? That's not cool. Alright, where's the main... Oh, this is a firing range. I don't want to be in here. Okay, let me neaten up my quest thing. I need to go... Okay, this way. Aha. Where is the closet I need to go to? Ah, it's down here. Okay.
Hey, it's me. So you're the one who sent the encrypted message. How did you even do that? I wasn't sure anyone on the surface would have a chance to crack Trinity. You know, the encryption algorithm.
A friend named Tinker Tom cracked your encryption.
He must have had some serious hardware to pull that off. Wow, your message was only one word. Friend. What did you mean by that?
The Railroad's in the business of helping synths too. That makes us friends.
What? The Railroad? As in the Railroad? I kept sending synths to the surface hoping someone would help them. I hoped the Railroad got to some of them, but I never knew for certain.
You saved a lot of synths.
So much to take in. But wait, with you in the picture, I have this idea. To rescue a lot of synths. At once.
I'm in.
But we'll need help. Where's he working now? Right. Let's go to the West Atrium. Probably best to talk about something else right now.
Alright, Liam,
You know my father thinks it's a living hell on the surface. But that can't be right. Heck, you look positively normal to me.
Okay.
No offense.
I have no idea who your father is, kid, but...
I'm not sure if we could ever make the surface actually a decent place to live. But that doesn't mean we shouldn't at least try to help, you know?
That's kind of the Institute's goal, I guess. But even still, their methods, let's see what Liam has to say here, because if he's got a plan to...
C-114, it's me.
Sir, do you require something?
It's okay, Z-1. He's a friend. He's with the Railroad.
Meeting here is dangerous. And you bring a stranger. You. How do I know we can trust you?
Because the members of the Railroad have dedicated their lives to fight for your freedom.
I thought only Mr. Benet cared. But your friends actually fight for us?
That's what the Railroad does, Z-1. He's from the surface.
I've never met another human willing to help. But, sir, we must make this quick.
Right now, how many synths want to escape, Z-1?
The ones I know for certain? 13.
That'll take forever. Let's free those 13 all in one go.
I would do anything for my people. But how do we get them to the teleporter? It's no good. The old maintenance tunnels that lead there are always sealed. By the SRB.
If I can find a way to open those doors, could you get your synths to the teleporter room?
Yes. We'll talk later. Someplace more secure.
Just a few high-security doors, right? Controlled by cutting-edge SRB security tech. Yeah. A head-on hack is the sucker play. So we go at them sideways. You're willing to help, right? I can't do this alone.
Oh, I'm in.
Of course I'll help you.
Our core security architecture hasn't fundamentally changed from the old CIT days. The original security program was called Code Defender. revolutionary stuff. We still have terminals running version 1, mothballed in storage. With some persuasion, I can get an old terminal to interface with the new security terminals. Enough to open doors, at least. Problem is, I can't even crack version 1. So I need a good old-fashioned username and a password. And that's nowhere to be found in the Institute. But if you could get me a pre-war admin password from the surface, I could log right in.
Where would I find that?
Unfortunately, I don't know. The obvious place won't work. The CIT ruins were picked clean years ago, but some of the admins had to live off campus. Ask your friends in the railroad. I need those login credentials.
Done. Now I'm gonna go meet with Father.
Do you require anything?
I think I take the elevator up. Okay, yep, there we go. Alright, it looks like that meeting room is okay, a level or so down. Dagnabbit! Why do I always manage to take the wrong elevator? This is the damn reception area. Okay. So, we've got to go off campus, I guess, to find a pre-war login password from the CIT days. The railroad can probably help, so I'll go ask them about it. It would be super funny if, like, one of my neighbors back in Sanctuary Hills had been a CIT professor or something, and I had to go back there and find something. Okay, no, that's...
Best part of my day is coming home to my girl.
Nice work bringing that rogue synth back.
It must make you proud to see all that Father has done. All that he has built.
Not particularly. Okay. Still level up. Still level up.
Huh?
Shut up, Alice. Okay, and it's...
Carry on, sir. Pardon me, sir.
I don't want to hate the coursers because they're only doing what they're programmed, but boy, they're all
Good,
dicks.
we're all here. I think it's time we begin.
Sir, excuse me, but what exactly is he doing here?
I will address that issue. But there are other subjects that require our attention first. The level of unrest in the Commonwealth continues to rise, as we're all aware. Your report.
All Institute facilities remain completely secure with the exception of one notable breach. Otherwise, internally, things are as tight as they've ever been. Dr. Ao has been keeping an eye on things topside.
Yes, Watchers show no additional threats beyond those previously identified. We're still monitoring the increased activity around Fort Independence, but there are no immediate signs we should be concerned.
I beg your
Boston
pardon.
International Airport remains occupied, with Brotherhood presence noted at several other points throughout the Commonwealth. Intelligence suggests that this railroad continues to operate and is becoming more ambitious. SRB agents are monitoring all known situations, sir.
Very good, thank you. It's clear that our safety needs to be the primary concern going forward. To that end, where are we on Phase 3?
Sir, are you sure this is the time to be discussing it? Given, well, considering all parties present?
Ah, yes, that's true. Have you heard anything about Phase 3?
I don't think so.
It's all right. I wouldn't expect you to have. The project has been classified from the beginning. Power is, as I'm sure you've seen above ground, a very valuable commodity.
Dude, I can build
I'm
a
not
generator
talking
out of,
about
like,
some
tin cans and
abstract
an oil
concept of control. I mean real, tangible power. The kind that keeps the lights on. With every advance the Institute makes, our need for raw power increases. Many compromises and sacrifices have been made over the years to allow progress to continue.
What kind of compromises?
We have at times had to rely on drawing power from above-ground installations. It risks personnel and equipment, but no longer. Phase 3 is simply the activation of a nuclear reactor that can provide enough power to the Institute now and forever. It will ensure not just our survival, but our prosperity.
Can you tell me more about this reactor?
Certainly. It was originally built for the Commonwealth Institute of Technology before the war, but was only for testing. Over the years, we've advanced the technology, made a great many improvements, and are finally nearly ready to activate it. The reactor is close to ready, but recent tests have determined we have a few tasks ahead of us. Thus, we come to Phase 3, and to how you will help.
Sir.
Yes, Dr. Ayo. Previously, we would rely on Kellogg for above-ground operations, yes? Well, he is gone. While I'm not overly fond of putting my own father in harm's way, he has proven more than capable of handling himself.
Yes, but...
This is not a matter
Shut
for
up,
debate.
Ayo.
Now, there is one more subject that requires discussion.
I don't know that this is the time.
Dr. Holdren, it is time. Please, as I'm sure several of you are already aware, I have been under Dr. Volkert's care for some time. I'm sorry, this is difficult for me. Our best efforts have failed. Every experimental treatment we could devise has been unsuccessful. I'm sorry to say I am dying.
What?
Please, everyone, please, I am sorry. This is not how I wanted to tell you, but we're running out of time.
There must be something we can do to help you.
The only thing that matters now is continuing the Institute's work. It will be all right. I assure you, we can talk more later. Right now, the future of the Institute is at stake. The Institute cannot survive without leadership. The Directorate must continue to govern with the best interest of all in mind. To that end, I am naming my father as my successor.
What?
Oh, boy.
You can't be serious!
Really? Seems a poor choice.
How can you possibly justify this? He isn't one of us. He isn't even a scientist.
Ignoring your borderline, insubordinate tone, I will simply say this. The Institute has enough scientists. What it needs is a leader. I believe my father has already proven himself more than capable in that regard. This will conclude this meeting. Thank you.
Did I just take over the Institute?
X688 sounded very impressed with your work at Libertalia. He doesn't give praise lightly. Well done.
I had no idea.
I know this is... well, it's a lot to take in at once.
I'm sorry, Father. I hope it wasn't too presumptuous of me to put you in charge without even asking first.
What would it mean to be in charge?
Most divisions of the Institute are fairly autonomous, perfectly capable of functioning without intervention. Where those divisions interact, however, problems can arise. You'd lead the Directorate in setting policy, resolving disputes, and the like. There's no question that some of the Directorate, and the Institute at large, will need reassurances about your appointment. That's why I'd like you to take charge of this latest operation. Dr. Fillmore can fill you in on the details. There are hard decisions ahead, for all of us. But for you especially. I know that you'll do the right thing.
Oh, what? What? So... my son is old and dying now. He wants me to take over the Institute. If I could redeem the Institute this way...
Busy day for you, isn't it? Well, it's about to get busier. You're going to lead this operation, I'm told.
I need some details here. I have no idea what I'm getting into.
Of course, that's why we're talking. Otherwise, you'd be up top already. Recent events have upset our timetable. Getting the reactor online has become our #1 priority. It needs to be running, well, yesterday. We're going to have to cut some corners. I'm not thrilled, but it means we'll need to rely on some pre-war tech. You're going to the mass fusion building to acquire a beryllium agitator for us.
What's a beryllium agitator?
The details would be lost on you. No offense.
Oh,
the point is, it'll allow us to boost the reactor's power and get it running sooner than planned. You just keep me safe. I'll worry about the agitator.
No way. You're not going. You'd be a liability.
Well, that's about the most insulting thing I've heard in a while. Okay, you're on your own then. Good luck. Not to put more pressure on you, but we have to move quickly on this. Word is that the Brotherhood is nosing around the area. We don't want them getting the agitator before we do. Head on up to the relay, and they'll get you over to mass fusion in a flash. Pun sort of intended.
Okay, I'm not going to do that yet. I'm going to go talk to Desdemona. Oh gosh, that's wow, that's pretty heavy. I want to see if I can't get young Synth Sean out of the Institute. Stop being busy, Desdemona. We have to talk.
Half of you know this already, but something so big, I can't ask people to keep it secret any longer.
Oh, hey,
the rumor is true. One of our agents has made it inside the Institute.
Yes, I know that.
Is this what Tinker Tom was working on?
Yes, Tom's work is related. But the device and the assembly was the Wanderer's doing. After the device was assembled, he made it inside the Institute, and then back out.
Now? Where is the Institute?
We're not sure exactly. Best guess is that it's somewhere under the old CIT. But they've been using a teleportation device to get in and out, so it could be anywhere.
What did he find out?
I know you all have questions, but I've said everything I'm going to. But know this, the ops you're planning and running now are the most important of our lives. We have a chance at rescuing more synths than we ever dreamed of. So get it done. Have you met with Patriot yet?
Yes, that's what I've been trying to tell you.
I met Patriot. His name is Liam Benet.
I knew you'd get the job done. We need every scrap of intel you picked up in there. Write up a full report on Pam's terminal. After you're done, we'll analyze it and figure out the next step. Get to it.
I've got to go file a report?
Hey, it's the professor! The professor's back!
I'm feeling overdue for some reconstructive surgery. Ooh, maybe I'll go blonde next time.
Okay.
Do some
Preliminary analysis complete.
Anything we need to move on?
Affirmative. Codename Patriot requires admin credentials for Code Defender security software. Cross-indexing CIT security administrators with 2077 Commonwealth Census records. Filtering by surviving structures. One match found. Bergman. Wilfred. Bergman. Wilfred. Registered as co-owner of Cambridge Polymer Labs. Estimated 81% chance of login credentials being located at this facility.
I'll be going then.
After you get the password report back here. With any luck, we'll have a game plan by then.
Cool. To Cambridge. Let's see what we can find in the Cambridge Polymer Labs. I think we've seen an iBot floating about talking about jobs available there, which, again, the fact that ads have stuck around for 210 years is kind of amusing. Which kind of makes you think that, okay, if they're using iBots pre-war to be kind of like roving audio billboards, it kind of implies that they need to be... Oh. Thought I heard something. Well, it kind of implies that the iBots would need to be reprogrammed manually with new information every so often. Okay, chalk drawings. These almost kind of have to be recent, I guess. I mean, chalk drawings wouldn't sit around after this long. But yeah, if they've got to manually reprogram the iBots for their advertising, that would explain why they're playing 200-year-old ads. And that just back there is interesting because there have been children in other Fallout games before. In almost all, at least all the Bethesda ones, children are invulnerable. You can't just walk around shooting kids. They put, you know, some limits on how much of a bastard you can be. But they never really seem to impact the world at all. Seeing little things like that kind of makes it all the more chilling to see how terrible this world is and the fact that there are children here. That kind of makes it, I don't know, a little rough and at the same time a little hopeful. There are kids out there drawing pictures of kitty cats. Okay, a robot not hostile.
Welcome to the Cambridge Polymer Labs. Employment opportunities await in the field of scientific research. Shall we begin your application now?
I don't have time for this.
I am required to inform you that this is a secure facility, and access by non-employees is restricted to the lobby.
Okay. I don't really care about that. Okay, I guess I have to go this way.
Contamination.
Whoa.
Contamination detected.
Feel like I need to take my shoes off in here.
Crap. Okay, not there. Aha. It's up there.
Cambridge Polymer Lab. The cutting edge of decrepit. Are there more?
Nice.
There it is.
Okay, we've got now. Oh, I can get into there. Okay. How do I do that?
Little bastard!
Whatever. Alright, time to see if I can't crack some of this here. Alright. Good.
I'm through.
That was easy. Oh.
Other journalists.
Bergman's terminal. Alright, get his password. There we go. Alright. Wait, is there anything else I can use on here? Isotope containment. I'm sure that wasn't... Sure, I'll take an unidentified sample. Why not? I'm sure that'll come in handy. Now, how do I get out of here? Okay, I gotta go through there. So, how do I get to... Ooh, that's bad. That's radioactive. Okay, figure out a way out of here. Seems there's a nuclear reactor over on this side that's ticking away. How did I get in here in the first place?
Hey, something's out there.
You don't say. Isotope containment terminal. Come on, find something good for me here. Open the doors. What door's just open? There we go. Let's see. Maybe if we... Okay. What's it want? Polymer coat. You know what? I'll come back here for this. This is not what I needed this time.
A lot of nifty toys in here.
Okay, I can't get back out that way. So obviously I've got to use this to get out somehow. Gold and hydrochloric acid. Okay. So I need gold and lithium hydride. So... Alright, I need to find more of these little doobies. I can't go through there. I can't go through here. Okay. Oh, it looks like there's something up there I can get. Yeah. Radiation. I didn't want to override that. Oh, okay. Did I figure a way out? Hey, a director's key. That's helpful. Okay. Yay, the easy way out. That was pretty simple. Now I just need to take this back to Desdemona and we'll be all golden. Alright, we'll do that next time. We'll go ahead and wrap up here. Outside in Cambridge. So I'm going to go ahead and save it here. you guys all have a good one. Thanks.